This is super creepy, and it ties into this high-tech panopticon. I think we've titled this piece, Facebook Face Scanners of the New World Order. Then, at the end of the piece, we're going to break and coming back with an extended interview with Mike Adams on solar flares and the Pentagon even saying it could cause hundreds of nuclear meltdowns, if not thousands. We're going to get into the Gardasil situation and so much more coming up. It's InfoWars Nightly News. If you believe in this information and want to help make it become even more effective, you support us and you buy war bonds in the info war against tyrants by subscribing at prisonplanet.tv. Here is the report.
Recently, as a reporter for InfoWars, I tried to log back into Facebook and it wouldn't let me. It wanted me to identify myself not with my passcode, but by showing me obscure pictures of my friends and family. I had the feeling that it had something to do with testing their face recognition technology, and then I saw this article in the Wall Street Journal. We know governments are quietly using face scanning cameras on street corners and in airports, and they have license plate scanners, but how are they going to get the public to openly accept a surveillance society? Well, Facebook recently teamed up with CBS to promote their new fall drama, Person of Interest, to condition people to opt in to their face recognition program. They know who these people are and what their names are, and they want you to confirm it for them. Sure, the security measure confirms who I am, but it also confirms for them who my friends and family are. So I went out to the street to find out what people had to say about all this. I tried to log on from a different computer that I never used before, and Facebook prompted me to say, look, we want you to go through a series of face recognition.
The questions and like showing you the pictures of your friends and stuff.
And they want you to identify all those pictures of your friends.
I guess it's just a privacy and like more of a protective measure because I know people's accounts get hacked a lot. So maybe they're trying to actually help us out by giving us a little quiz.
I think I know what you're talking about where they show you pictures and it's like, oh, is this person? And you're supposed to confirm it. I think that's really weird. I know it's used as a tool just to make it easier to tag people, but I've never heard of it being used to get you to like get back into your page.
You feel comfortable with the fact that Facebook is data mining all your personal private information, including, your friends and family's activities?
I mean, I can't say that that's comfortable, but I think anything that you put up on the internet is up for public scrutiny.
I'm not comfortable with that at all. Although I know they're doing it, and I wonder exactly what they're doing with all the information.
The government agencies realize that it's a good way to, pick up on things that they don't like, or especially illicit activities.
You should, keep your settings on private, and you should be careful with what you post on there.
It's easier to monitor people on Facebook than it is to tap people's phones, I think, to a certain degree.
Anything you put up on the public sphere, I think, is essentially public information.
Just with the internet in general, we are getting more used to like our business being out there and just getting used to, I guess, our privacy diminishing a little bit.
I'm just not going to be very informative on Facebook anymore. No, untag myself from every post that I've ever been in.
Some people are concerned that Facebook, it might be used to acclimate the public into accepting surveillance society.
Absolutely. I definitely think that while it might not be intentionally so, it could be intentionally so, but it's definitely serving as that.
I think it is getting us acclimated to a surveillance world.
That sounds a bit 1984 and creepy.
People are getting really used to sharing all kinds of information, putting everything about their entire life online.
We're putting a lot of information in a public sphere, and that information is accessible to anyone.
I think it's definitely acclimating people.
Who knows if that could be used for good to hold us to a higher standard or for something else. It's really about what we do with it.
I personally love Facebook, and it's just a way for me to keep in contact with my friends who live all over the world. And for anyone to use that for like keeping track of people, I think that's just really creepy, actually. I don't feel comfortable with that.
It's incredible. Internet kill switches, cybersecurity, the takeover of the web, warrantless wiretapping. This is America 10 years after 9/11, and it has nothing to do with keeping us safe. Zuckerman, the owner of Facebook, insultingly called his own users dumb Fs. But worst of all, once you've posted your photos and your personal data on Facebook, they say they own it forever. You can make your account private, but it's always there. They're using it. Social networks like Twitter, Facebook, and all of it, they have deep government ties. Google was set up with funding from In-Q-Tel, a company whose main client is the CIA. As Wayne Madsen reports, the CIA has always used the popular media of the day to push their propaganda. And today we see Facebook expanding their face recognition capabilities. I'm Darren McBreen for InfoWars Nightly News.
The American dream. There's a reason they call it a dream. Who's there? Cock-a-doodle-doo, pal. No, 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 no! I don't have any more money! My job sucks right now, please! I'll have more money next month! You can't take my house!
Is that your signature?
It is a private bank owned by private stockholders. A private bank? Do not let the name Federal fool you. If I got this money from the bank, and the bank got it from the Federal Reserve dump trucks, where does the Federal Reserve get their money? They take our property away, just like Thomas Jefferson said they would. Those sons of bitches! It's the greatest theft in human history.
Welcome back. It's InfoWars Nightly News on this Tuesday, September 13th, 2011 edition. The Health Ranger, Mike Adams, is going to be joining us in a moment to break down some of the stories that we're about to start covering here. First off, we've got some good news. TSA creator says dismantle, privatize the agency. We'll be talking more about that with Mike Adams. This out of Human Events, another victory showing no matter how much propaganda and how arrogant and hubris-filled the social controllers are, they will not break our will. Then we fight back. We can take back our society. Also, we're going to talk to Mike about another victory. Rick Perry is being attacked in every single debate he's in about trying to lie and force Texas schoolgirls to take a dangerous vaccine linked to many deaths and illnesses and other complications during the trials. There were even more deaths once he tried to mandate it. And so he's being torn up in the debates. And more good news is coming out as all the candidates basically turn against him, showing that our ideas that were laughed at 4 or 5 years ago when they were causing deaths in the trials are now becoming mainstream because we have facts and the truth on our side. It's also coming out that Merck paid legislators to pass mandatory Gardasil vaccine bill. And the numbers have come out, what they paid for the yes votes. We're talking $2,000 to $3,000 per person in the California legislature, some as low as just $1,000 to do this, when they make over $500 for the 3 rounds of shots. So you invest a couple $100,000 to buy all the legislatures off in a state, all the legislators, and then you get hundreds of millions, if not billions, per state by having them mandated. Also, SaneVax, Inc., reports that they found human papilloma RNA and DNA contamination in Gardasil to now have a FDA investigation. They are requesting that happen, and that's out on the Business Wire today. So we're on the march. The empire is on the run. But the first reason I've got Mike Adams joining us tonight here at InfoWars Nightly News, 7 o'clock weeknights here at PrisonPlanet.tv, is to get into this report. was I read the whole thing this morning, and we posted it on Infowars.com as well as first finding it at naturalnews.com, and I found the research was really spot on from